They definitely should have won last week. Probably wouldn't have went for two if I was what's his name again, Zach Taylor. Probably wouldn't have went for two. I think they just trust your team in overtime. Obviously, they went for two, didn't get it, lost by 1 point to the Ravens. Great performance. I don't think the Chargers will be able to keep up. I know the Chargers defense is best in the league this year, statistically. Going against Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow, there's not many answers for them right now. I'm going to go with the Bengals, probably by a touchdown.
I know there's not many Chargers fans out there, but I think the ones that are will be at SoFi bringing home a big win here. They need. I know there's not many Chargers fans out there, but I think the ones that are will be at SoFi bringing home a big win here. They need. If this another team, they're sitting right there 6-3. There's kind of those two tiers of teams in the AFC right now. Those ones 5, 6, 7 wins, and then obviously you have so many with 4, couple with 3. The Jets still think that there's life there. This is one that both of these teams need. I'm going to take the team with the better defense at home. I'll take the Chargers.
Panthers, Eagles in Philadelphia. Eagles, the favorite by 12.5 points. Total 46.
Eagles, Panthers. I mean, this Eagles team, we were kind of beating their drum earlier on. We have Saquon Barkley for MVP. Jalen Hurts, the tush-push king from the 1-yard line, undeniable. A.J. Brown looking like that top-end receiver that he was meant to be. Should get Devontae Smith back. I know Goddard's out, and that defense is really stepping up. But can Bryce Young keep playing great football? Mackey's favorite quarterback in the league, Bryce Young. He is that guy, Michael Mackey. He is that quarterback for Carolina.
To keep going?
Yeah.
He is playing great football. I will give it to you.
When I made the take about Bryce Young, he was by far the worst quarterback in the league.
But me and Huff saw it there. We
knew this number one pick.
I can say now that he is playing great football. He's making great throws. He's playing confident football.
You know what's crazy, though, is he's actually going over my expectations. I thought he'd be a regular starter of that level, but he's actually showing glimpses of greatness. He can run, and he has a dart of an arm sometimes.
Moving forward to this championship game here, Canada and the United States will face off in the Four Nations Face-Off Championship on Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Game will be played in Boston, seeing both teams at -110. Team USA Demon Charlie McAvoy ruled out for the Four Nations Face-Off final with an upper body injury. What do you guys think about U.S.-Canada in the championship here on Thursday?
It's going to be really hard to beat them twice, I think. First game,
think so too.
we looked good. I think we have more depth. Obviously, Canada has more firepower with probably the 3 best players in the world.
I think those guys, if they really want to, they're gonna log crazy ice time in this game.
Yeah, definitely. But then again, I mean, how much can they really do? I mean, USA plays very locked down. I think they know what they have to do. They know they have to take care of those 3 guys, and that's not even including Crosby right there. Because you have McCarr, McKinnon, and McDavid.
I was going to say McCarr didn't even play the last time they played the U.S.
Yeah, so they're going to have their hands full for sure. I think Hellebuck's going to have to stand on his head like he's done the entire tournament. He's given up 2 goals in 2 games, so he's getting the job done up to this point. But beating this team twice is going to be hard. It's going to be a bloodbath for sure. I think it's going to be a lot like the last game, maybe even open up with a fight. But these teams hate each other, and it's nice to see that competitive nature between USA and Canada back again.
I'm so excited for this game on Thursday.
Ravens Bills here in Buffalo. Ravens the favorite here, just 1 point total, 51.5. Ravens money line at -120. Bills at +100. What do we think is going to come out of Highmark Stadium here?
Got to be a shootout.
Yeah, I'm going to say what I said about that Eagles game. I think staying at home is huge here. I think Josh Allen's going to have something to prove here. Obviously, everyone knows the debate going on. The 2 MVP favorites going at it here with Lamar and Allen. I think the Ravens get theirs. I think the Bills win in a shootout.
Yeah, Lamar's going to get his. You know he's going to get his. But going into Highmark is incredibly tough. Josh Allen, the way he's playing football right now, is just ridiculous. I know you could say the same about Lamar, but
if this game was in Baltimore, I'd probably feel a little differently. But I think
you'd flip it right there. I think whoever's home I think whoever's home wins this football game. That crowd's going to be rocking. Like I said, really hard place to go into. It's going to be a shootout. I like the over. I think it's 51.5, Jesse.
Yep.
51.5. I think it goes over. I think it second half explosion.
We had some big news with LeBron James becoming the first player in NBA history to reach 50K all-time points. LeBron secured his 50,000th point in a Tuesday evening matchup against the Pelicans. Lakers odds to win the title have been dropping the past few weeks. I know it was 1,600 like 2 weeks ago and then dropped to 1,400. Now I saw it sitting at +1,000. I have them locked in at +1,100. Do you see the value in this Laker team to go to the finals or possibly even bring it home and win the finals?
I would take them over everybody but the Celtics right now. I would. Why would you not? I mean, they've.
You think they can beat Denver?
Yeah, for sure. I think
that's their kryptonite. That's what scares me.
No, dude, they have Luka. They have Luka.
I get that. I think that's part of why they got him. Like that's
and everyone wants to say defense. They really don't have any big men, but Jackson Hayes does what he needs to. They play a nice trap. They really know. They all.
They're fun to watch now, dude. With that game last night, I know like New Orleans isn't good, but LeBron and Luka, they're the first Laker duo to go for 30, and we've had some news in the NHL. Like I said, trade deadline is on Thursday this week. We've had some before we get into the trade deadline news, we had some injury news. Unfortunately, the New Jersey Devils forward Jack Hughes will undergo season-ending shoulder surgery. How far do you think this young Devils team can go without him? He's obviously kind of the heart and soul of that team, but do you still have faith in this team kind of long-term to make a playoff push, or do you think this is a major loss?
No way. I mean, Jack Hughes is Jack Hughes. He's obviously the heart and soul of that team. Don't get me wrong, they still have their weapons. They still have guys like Jesper Bratt, Nico Hischier, and guys. They're going to be able to put the puck in the net, but this team revolves around Jack Hughes for sure, and you've seen them slide. You can even look at the standings right now, and they're not even a lock for playoffs.
I was going to say, could you say they don't even make the playoffs?
I wouldn't go that far. I think they're still a good enough team. They have the goaltending to get to the
Slide
playoffs.
to a wild card, maybe.
But you could easily see the Rangers or the Jackets take that third spot from them. They're right now, if the Jackets win their next 2 games, they're tied with the Devils in that third spot. So